Jose Nisea F. Capili, and I am here to tell you about one of my favorite books entitled The Room of One Owns by Virginia Woolf. This is a book is about dramatic setting of Room of One Owns as the Woolf has been invited to give a lecture on women in fiction. Her essay structure was partly fictionalized narrative of thinking that led her to adopt this thesis. She dramatized that mental process in the form of imaginary narrator called Mary Burton, Mary Seton, and Mary Carmichael. For Benny, Annie makes no difference, who is a mixed-term situation grappling with the same issue. The narrator begins her investigation of Oxbridge College, where she considered the various educational experience available to men and women, as well as the material differences in their lives. She then spends a day at British Library reading feminist scholarship, all of what written by men, all which is written in Ridge. Turning in history, she discovered that so little information about women's daily lives, she decides to imagine their existence. The figure of Judith Shakespeare is created a simple, tragic fate that would befallen a highly intelligent woman in those circumstances. In Life's context, she considered accomplishment by major 19th century female novelists and reflects on significant traditions to an aspiring writer. Following that, a survey of concerned literature conducted by reading the first novel of the narrator contemporaries, Woolf concludes the essay of exhorting her female audience to continue the tradition that has been so sadly bequeathed that to increase their endowment for their own daughters. And I is the fictionalized author that surged that call me Burton, Mary Seton, and Mary Carmichael, or by any name you like, it makes no difference, whose process and reflection topic woman and fiction serve as the essay's substance. The riddle is an Oxbridge security official reminds the narrator that only fellows and scholars are allowed to grass while woman stays on gravel path. Mary Seton, Fernand College student and narrator friend, and Mary Burton is the narrator aunt whose legacy $500 per year ensures her niece's financial independence. Mary Burton is the one of Hans Will's narrator that identity that she claims irrelevant. Shakespeare Judith is William Shakespeare's imagined sister who suffers greatly and eventually commits suicide that because she cannot find the socially acceptable outlets for her genius. Mary Carmichael is a fictitious novelist that contemporaries with the essay narrator. She has a broken sentence of the sequence in her first novel and has forever changed the woman of writings that she's forever changed. Mr. A is the fictitious male author whose work is overshadowed by looming self-consciousness and petulant self-assertion. If you like fiction and non-fiction books, then you are going to love A Room of One Owns.